Hey YouTube, once again, welcome back to Axis and Allies, the Garrison. This is Detroit coming to you from the bunker here in Rochelle Park, New Jersey with another episode of the YouTube Wars. All right, so today is Dutch Lancaster's turn to make his moves with the Anzac power and what's left of the French army, which is not that much to say. But in any case, it is the end of round 6. Okay, we're quickly approaching the beginning of round 7 with Germany coming up shortly under the command of Sire Blood. So definitely Dutch will be making a few interesting moves that will aid the Allies in their war effort in the Pacific. All right, guys, sit tight and enjoy the episode. All right, so let's start our review of the current ground and naval situation for the Anzacs. All right, so let's first start in mainland Australia, where you can see that the Anzacs in Queensland have 2 artillery, 1 fighter, 1 infantry division, and 2 AAAs. Down south in New South Wales, they have 1 infantry division. And of course, further up north, again, back off the coast of Queensland, the Anzacs have 1 destroyer and 2 naval transports, okay? All right, so let's see what else. The Anzacs also previously, around 5, they landed in Shan State, where they performed an amphibious landing where they took over Shan State. Not took over. They actually liberated Shan State. No, not even, if I recall correctly, it wasn't even them. It was actually the Americans who liberated Shan State for the British in the Pacific. So the Australians had just happened to have landed there afterwards. All right, so that's about it for the Australians. I mean, the Australians are actually doing very well. They have expanded their control of territories, which include the Money Islands, the Celebes, Java, Siam as well, and potentially even French Indochina may fall into their hands, since I believe that's one of the combat movements or declarations that the Anzacs will be performing this turn. All right, so Anzac purchased 1 strategic bomber, 1 infantry division that was just recruited, and 2 naval transports for the Allied war effort. Okay, so that's these were the purchases that the Anzacs made. All right, so definitely right now the Australian and New Zealand Navy has basically very little to worry about, from the Japanese Navy and Air Forces down here in the South Pacific in particular. All right, there is a Japanese submarine in Sea Zone 37. Okay, and I'm sure that the Anzacs will be coming for that submarine this turn. All right, guys, sit tight, and we'll come back with the order of battle, and after that, shortly, the resolve combat stage. All right, so here we are with the order of battle. Dutch Lancaster declared 2 battles that the Anzacs will be performing. The first battle is a naval battle where it's taking place in Sea Zone 37. The Anzacs are attacking the 1 Japanese submarine there with a 1 fighter squadron and 1 destroyer. Okay, so this destroyer, okay, is coming over from Sea Zone 54 at a movement of 3. Don't forget, there is a naval base here in Sea Zone 54, so that's a movement of 3. That'll be 1, 2, and 3. The fighter is coming from Queensland, basically taking the same path that the destroyer took. It'll be movement of 1, 2, 3, and the 4. So now that fighter, since it's coming from an air base, will have 1 movement left in its gas gauge. All right, so that's 1 fighter and 1 destroyer attacking the Japanese submarine in Sea Zone 37. All right, the other battle is in French Indochina. Okay, and you have 1 single infantry division, Australian, walking into French Indochina and in effect taking over that territory from the Japanese. And it's a French territory, but it is occupied by the Anzacs. All right, we'll be back shortly with the results of the order of battle. Stand by. All right, so let's recap the order of battle. Not the order of battle, but the results of the battles that were fought with the Anzacs attacking the Japanese in season 37. The Anzacs were able to sink the Japanese submarine in season 37 while sustaining no casualties of their own. So the naval battle in season 37 was a successful battle for the Anzacs. In essence, this means that the Japanese have no longer any naval assets in the South Pacific and have been, in effect, have been ejected from this region. All right, so the other second battle that was fought was for French Indochina, which was just a walk-in for the French, for the Anzac Infantry Division that was in Xi'an State. Simply walked into and liberated French Indochina from Japanese control. So let's remove the Japanese battle marker and turn the Anzac battle marker, signifying that this territory is now under Anzac control. So let's go ahead with non-combat movements. And here we are. So we have one artillery division moving up north into Yunnan, further reinforcing the Allied ground army in Yunnan of two British infantry divisions, two British artillery divisions, along with one U.S. armored division. Okay, so it's a pretty substantial force in Yunnan right now that poised to make further inroads into China, Japanese-controlled China, to be further detailed. All right, so that's it for the non-combat movements. Actually, no, this infantry, I can't recall if this infantry division will move up north, if it was even here at all, now that I think about it. But in any case, let me go ahead with the non-combat, with the final placements of units, and I'll correct this. I'm not quite certain if this unit was here at all, or if it was moved up north last round. All right, so we're going to go ahead and place the single infantry division up here. That's at one placement. We'll place the two naval transports in C Zone 54. All right, and the bomber, the strategic bomber, will be placed in New South Wales. Okay, so I'll make the correction. I'll figure out if there was even an infantry division here at all, Australian, and I just have to go back and check, and I'll make the clarification early round 7 with Germany's turn. All right, guys, that's about it for this for the Anzacs' turn. Let's go on then with the French. The French have a single infantry division left in the entirety of the game. Okay, there is one infantry division in Rostov, and that infantry division will be railroaded into Belarus at a movement of 3. That's going to be 1, actually at a movement of 2 and 2. All right, and that infantry division will be blocking any inroads that the Germans may be performing, allowing them to move deeper into Russia. So it'll be a blocker, for lack of a better term. All right, guys, this is officially the end of round 6. We are now moving into round 7. Yes, round 7. So let's go ahead and move the control. What is it? The marker indicating the round from 6 up to round 7. So it is officially now round 7. It is Germany's turn, and of course, Germany is under the command of Field Marshal Sire Blood. Okay, so definitely the Axis are very quickly running out of time. They have to achieve 12 victory points by the end of round 8. So far, they still have 9 out of 12. But as we all know, the Axis are expanding rapidly throughout the Mediterranean and are hoping to achieve at least 3 victory objectives by the end of round 12 in the region of the Mediterranean. All right, guys, we'll be back soon with the next episode, starting round 7. Don't forget to bunker down and play.